It's week 4 of the National Football League, and we've got a showdown in the NFC West.
It's gonna be a good one.
And it comes your way next.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. With a very excited Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. And partner, I know you're juiced up for this one. As a former QB, let's dive right in. A battle of two incredible quarterbacks awaiting us today.
Yeah, Kate, there's really no disguising who to look for in this matchup.
Nope.
These are guys who in a lot of ways are the faces of their franchises. And they were the ones we saw all offseason in the ads and promos for this game as well. They're the players who feed off that pressure. They really in this one.
Ah, yes, two incredible quarterbacks, Pat and Brock Purdy. We'll kick it away to the Niners to get this one underway. And on the return comes San Francisco. Shifty little return up past the 30 to the 32-yard line. And we'll get a first look at what these Niners here in Season 2 were like. Team that really did give us fits in our first season. Good to see the score bug is still broken. I really don't anticipate that getting fixed until Madden 26. Kittle will motion. Got McCaffrey in the backfield. And a swing pass to George Kittle, who just trucked air and picked up 9 yards. That's a very 49ers-like start. Bend over, jumping off sides early. 2nd down and 1. Motion McCaffrey out wide. Could be another swing pass, and it is, and it hit McCaffrey. But it's no good. What in the Ryan Kreidler was that? Niners go empty backfield on 3rd and 1. And Purdy just going to dump it off short, and Deebo Samuel twisted up on the play, but he hangs on. We're not going to see many deep passes from Brock. He doesn't have that sort of arm. But he also doesn't need it. Pressure! Bateman! Even with one of the best running backs in today's NFL, in McCaffrey in the backfield, Daniel Bateman is still making plays in the running game. He is unbelievable. 2nd down and 11. And Purdy will throw to Samuel, who just got popped by Degataga Colts. And it'll be 3rd and 7 now. So a slightly deeper pass required. Pioneers still, of course, without Raman Reigns entering play. Play action. They'll throw it out wide. And Rock is there for the tackle. 3 yards shy of the first down. It's a catch for the tight end Helm, but San Francisco will line up to punt it away. That's a very 49ers-esque play. This punt, oh man, I can't tell. It's out of bounds at the 3. That isn't exactly what we'd like for our first possession of the game, but we shall see. Up and down start to the year for Pat. 3 touchdowns, but also 3 interceptions. And that yardage number, of course, would be a whole lot better if he didn't miss the entire second half of our Week 1 game. Here's Evo on the run, dancing around, and he is close to a first down. Patient little run. 31 carries, 145 yards last week. Did not find the end zone. This is a nasty defense we have to go up against. Might be a rough day for Pat. And Pat on the run. No gain, no loss on the play. I'm really not going to want to throw the ball over the middle too much. There are just some nasty linebackers there. Speaking of, Fred Warner got himself in there and a penalty flag. And it's holding. holding on the tight end, Lucas. And they are going to make us run another play. You got to stop there. I'm not really sure I get that logic. I mean, I'm punting. There's not a doubt about it. That is thrown. Sauce Castillo. Oh, my God. What a drop. That was a first down. Without a doubt. And now Blake Gillikin to punt it away. Gunners are finally free. And it's McCaffrey back to return kicks. 49ers start in Portland territory here.
And it's an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock.
And on the run, it's McCaffrey. He's got all kinds of space. He'll get cut down by Rock after a gain of about 9 yards. 69 yards on 13 carries for McCaffrey a week ago. I'd expect more here today. 2nd and 1, McCaffrey out of the game. They'll motion Helm. And Purdy looking around, and down he goes. Daniel Bateman with a sack. And it'll be 3rd down and 8. The pocket awareness there for Brock Purdy. Not existent. 3rd and 8. From the Pioneers 44. Purdy looking wide open. Watch out, dancing around inside the 15 and down to the 11. It's Gurriendo.
It's a pickup of 33 yards.
33-yard gain on 3rd down and 8. McCaffrey back in. Purdy to fire. Lots of crossing. Helm. A yard shy of the 1st down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st
Short passes, it's what the Niners do.
for 2nd down.
Purdy again. He's going to run it, and nobody on the Portland defense notices. Touchdown, 49ers.
The 49ers go up 6-0 here in the first.
Got its own defense. Neither one
Wow, great
of our defenders over on that side broke off there, man. Maybe a little bit of a grab there on bend over on the edge. Certainly looked like he got turned around there, but that's the animations that Madden gives you.
NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise. As you said.
Extra point is good by Moody in the field position game that the Niners played. Works out in their favor.
Use your offensive group with confidence.
So Wisnowski to send it away. 7-0 San Francisco. It's in the hands of Greg Dortch. Greg Dortch cuts it on Wisniewski, but the punter with a really nice, solid tackle. And it's 1st down Pioneers from our own 33. Evo up the middle, bounced off an offensive lineman, but it's still a good run. His 2nd carry of the game. Pioneers do come into this one undefeated at 3-0. Niners at 2-1. Evo up the middle, potential big play. Crossing the 50 and up to the 43-yard line of San Francisco. Eagles only ran the ball 3 times. He's gashing. This Pioneer. Whoa, watch out! Thrown and dropped again. Hit was Sauce Castillo, but 2 times in this game already, the ball has hit his hands, and he has not come down with it. 2nd and 10. That's a big trouble pass off the hands of Wilson. And it'll be 3rd and 10 from the 43. This is not a high percentage play to throw. Mudcat steal with a catch. 1st down Pioneers to the 32. Evo on the run. Whoa, a spin and a block! Inside the 10. 4 carries, 57 yards.
They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Running game for Portland on fire to start the day. That one thrown. Catch Touchdown, Sauce Castillo.
Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
2 drops in the early going. Sauce hangs on to that one, and we're an extra point away from a tie game. 49ers just held the goal line, and we threw it underneath that.
He sure did.
Interesting call defensively. Even though I have been known to do the same. Flag is down on the PAT.
And his guys tie this game 7-7.
Roughing the kicker will put the kickoff at the 50.
Roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they lock
So let's
it
see if we can try the sky-high deep kick. Actually, we want a placement kick here. High in the air, and I forgot what meter I was using, and that's out of bounds.
And this kick is going to go out of bounds. Oh,
I had flashbacks to Madden 24. The old kicking meter. How have I not done that? Like one time since August, and I do it now. I guess it could be worse. It's at the 26 here. Handoff. It's McCaffrey. Mike Gucci. Big, hard hit. 1 yard gain.
Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see it,
you wouldn't know it by the point totals and the passing yards we've allowed, as Caleb just gave San Francisco a free 5. This team has been terrible at that this year.
Cost him 5 yards. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
And I mean, it's defensive line, defense wide, really. They are all jumping like crazy. Purdy to fire. McCaffrey is stopped short. The ball never crossed the line again.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches from the 36. And it's a handoff to McCaffrey, and he found a hole. Bateman couldn't bring him down. Jack Daniels and Mike Gucci do. A yard shy of midfield. And I think you're really seeing a big effect as the, oh my goodness, I think it just happened again. That is the 2nd encroachment penalty of the drive. This one on bend over. We'll go as a neutral zone infraction this time. I just, for the life of me, do not understand why that was not an issue a year ago, but is now. Well, make it 1st and 5. It's a deep drop for Purdy. What the fuck just happened to him? Brock Purdy on the run. I'm sorry, I didn't know Brock Purdy just accelerated 0 to 100 in 0.2 seconds. Look at this.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a
oh, I see. He got hung up on an offensive lineman, but he still kept his speed through that.
And get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that.
We need Harry Toe to be an impact player. There's no doubt about that. McCaffrey on the run. He got met by Bateman. McCaffrey just so good that he's even going to be able to run through Daniel like that. 2nd and 7 from the 16. McCaffrey out of the game. Purdy to fire. Touchdown, Deebo Samuel. Defense lost. We're going to be in for one here today. I think we know that.
Is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
This team, for the life of us, defense has been a struggle. Last year, this year, for as well-rated as his defense is, they don't act like it at all.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff.
2:04 to go first quarter. Greg Dortch, deep drop. And Dortch found a way through. That's, dude, Wisniewski again. Both kickoffs for the Niners. The punter has made the tackle.
this drive started. First
Good
and 10.
God. Oh, wow. All-out blitz. Evo's got nowhere to go.
Field, and he gets the handoff. And the
That's
defense
Trey
is
Greenlaw.
all over this one
Good
for a
fucking
big
luck.
loss. Offense to the line for second down.
2nd and 13. No blitz this time. Pat launches, loops one. Wilson can't win the fight.
Through the contact. Ball and defender right
And it'll be
to the
3rd and
exact same
13.
time there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Evo snuck out there. We got some block. No, we don't.
And he's brought down
No, we
after a
don't.
short gain.
Were there only 2 offensive linemen out there?
I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got.
Gillikin descended away, an important punt. Gunners cannot get free again. As here comes McCaffrey, who just got upended by Melton.
Brought down before the return gets far. That punt gets up to 59 yards.
Christian McCaffrey may have a day against
49ers
us.
will go on offense.
That's just
Got
something
first
you
down
know
from the 31.
could happen. However, he's going to take a beating.
Shotgun snap for
Purdy fires to a wide open Deebo Samuel. My Lord.
Down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
7-yard pickup.
Exactly what you're looking for on first down.
Niners don't have to run this play. It appears they're set to.
And it creates that
2nd
space.
down
You
and
wanna take
3.
a shot down.
Motion man. And Caleb is there to meet him. No gain on the play. And that'll take us to quarter number 2. It is 14-7 in favor of the Niners. Pioneers looking for a big stop upcoming.
A quarter down.
On 3rd down and 3.
NFC West of football as we
I'm going to
resume.
flip that
They'll have
and
it,
hope
3rd
that
and
somebody
3.
can blow up that right side.
Running back sets
Oh,
in
no.
motion.
McCaffrey got split out wide. I think we're in some trouble.
3rd and short. Here's
Yeah.
Purdy.
Bacon playing way too far off.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Translatable
Oof.
skills. That's what you call it. So effective as
There's
a
so
runner,
much
but
motion
those
in this
same traits make
49ers
him a great
offense
runner, adept at getting
that
those
that's
yards,
just going to
but
happen
translates
all the
down as a
time.
receiver in the open field.
Caffrey in the backfield. He'll get the handoff. He shrugged off the tackle of Bradbury. Rock takes him down
Wild game.
after Christian gets 6 yards. Once again, a yard shy of midfield. Split back formation. They actually ran this off to the right side, which is a big surprise to me. And Garendo
Down at the line.
actually lost a yard.
Play leaves them with 3rd and 5.
I don't know who to trust to try and get through this 49ers offensive line. I'm not sure we can. 3rd and 5. McCaffrey, or Purdy rather. Watch out. If I can switch to the right player. Wait, he's got juked by Brock Purdy.
With enough to pick up that first. A 70
What in the fuck?
moves the chains.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're gonna
Why do
be
I
just
feel like that's
fine
not the
with your
first time
opponent's
that's
own
happened to
line.
me?
He does such a good job of seeing the field.
They really made
Knowing
Brock
when it's
Purdy
his
OP
time
in
to
this
take
year's
it
game,
himself.
didn't they? Not a soul. What the fuck?
And finally, they bring him down. He shook
Dude,
off the
Bateman popped McCaffrey. I don't really know how.
Timeout for an
Oh.
injured player. That's
Well, he
Christian
popped him all right.
McCaffrey being attended to.
Christian
Hopefully
McCaffrey to the
his
table.
history. This is something minor. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
I feel like the animation-based gameplay has gotten so much worse as the year has gone on for Madden.
From the
Purdy
38.
back to fire, dude. How do you make that read?
He's gonna be taken down a yard shy of the 25.
It's just the Niners offense. It's just crossers. There's not really a whole lot you can do about it. You just got to hope for the best.
San Francisco first down.
I mean, this defensive line, any impact player on it is just out of gas right now.
Throwing from the gun here.
Purdy to fire. Oh, you are kidding me. There's a flag down. For the moment, it'll be
Let's check the penalty
about
flag.
2 yards to go. But this one will come back on a hole.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright,
It could
but
be a big
across the
play
line,
because
and there's
maybe
holding
that
penalty.
forces
That holding penalty is gonna make first down
San
twice as
Francisco
tough.
to maybe try a deep shot, which of course is not Purdy's strength. Daniel Bateman again, man.
That's one on the plunge up the gut.
They got some positive yards.
He has been
But too many plays
outstanding
like
in
that,
the
it's
running
just
game
hard to pile together
here in
good first
2025.
downs.
Purdy. There's a wide open Kyle Juszczyk. There's a wide open George Kittle. 3rd and 11. And I mean, I don't know if they've taken a single deep shot yet. I would really say they haven't. 3rd and 11. We got a fresh bend over. Empty backfield for Purdy. Double team on Dover. They'll throw it well behind the sticks. So a field goal attempt upcoming for Jake Moody.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like
mid-range shot. And that is up and good. 17-7 in favor of San Francisco. This is a big drive for the Pioneers offense. No doubt about it. We got Trey Benson back returning kicks, which I'm not really sure how that happened. That is the 3rd special teams tackle for the kickoff man, Wisniewski. I do not understand. Not a yard on our previous drive. And here is Evo. A 4-yard pickup to the 39. Just, I mean, the running game has been just fine. Passing game is lost. Pat gonna try and escape out, and the second I tried, the 49ers got 2 guys free, and that'll be 3rd down and 11. 3rd and 11. Pat tried to fire, and the pressure gets in way too quick. We also didn't really drop that deep, but this is set up for a really good return. No McCaffrey here, so it's Deebo Samuel taking the kick. For as long as McCaffrey is out, you do think that there's a chance that you can make this 49ers offense a little bit more one-dimensional.
Jennings coming in motion right.
And motion Jennings back. Purdy back to fire. Oh, man. Rock with a diving attempt at the pick, but it's just a dot from Brock Purdy. I'm going to regret this, but we're going to try and send pressure. Purdy scrambling around. He's way back there. Oh, my goodness. It's a loss of 16. Mike Gucci, the corner with the sack.
I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7.
Oh.
Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step
That was abysmal.
That's not going to cut it, except for this defense.
Would not be surprised to see a screen on the play, except the Niners are going 5 wide.
Here he is on 3rd and long.
Purdy to fire off the hands of the flag down.
For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Decline the penalty. It's 4th and 20, and the Niners will punt from their own 2.
That's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, that's an absolute boomer. Evo on the return. He gets what he can up to the 40. Best starting field position of the day for the Portland Pioneers. But it's just been one of those games. Lucas, short completion. The always sure tackling Fred Warner there to wrap him up. And just anything over the middle of the field today is going to be some real tough sledding. What the fuck?
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, bro.
3rd and 5.
Are those hands, right? His dependable hands.
I'm not really sure how, but it's 3rd and 5.
Wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate.
Sauce Castillo right at the sticks. Bit of a low throw, but that'll be a 1st down.
That's big time.
And he'll pick up enough to move.
Pioneers really lucky to still have possession here. 1st down. Evo right up the middle. And a spin. He's still going. Breaking tackles down to the 16.
Until he's got a huge
7 carries, 90 yards.
2 on that play. And that'll give him a first down.
That is a big, big play. Evo tries to find a hole. Man, did he take a hit once he did. Hangs on to the ball. Oh, no. Evo to the sideline. Now, thankfully, it is to the sideline. Lucas out route. Throw and catch. First and goal to the 4. High re-injury risk for Evo with a dislocated finger. I'm going to substitute Trey Benson in, even though we know that Evo's going to be here. Karl Malone's always been a piece of shit. Trey Benson here on first and goal. Looking for blocks, and the blocks ran into the other blocks. Which means that we got met by about 4 unblocked Niners defenders. This time, however, touchdown, Trey Benson. Oh, I thought that was well known. Karl Malone's been... There's been some nasty shit attached to his name for a long time. Now it's a big touchdown for Trey in a season that he has just scored big touchdown after big touchdown. Remember, he was the one that scored the touchdown week 1 against Dallas. I mean, I wasn't much older. I only found out after he retired as well. I thought it was common knowledge. Although not really common knowledge. Maybe I shouldn't put it like that. Oh, well, what the, Dude, I felt like there was nothing I could do there on that. Every time I switched to another player, he was making another move.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear. Hitting the lane hard.
Starting field position. Okay, I don't know why we're still doing this. I didn't yell at you. Jesus Christ.
Into the hands of Samuel, complete. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a 49er first down.
All I said was, I thought everybody knew that.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside.
Use check for just about 10.
I think that's a case where the defense, well, you forgot to account for the fullback. And I know why.
Second and inches from the 31.
And boy, do they rarely make big plays like that to this
Purdy. Oh, Jesus. The thing is as well, the Niners just continue to leave guys that are getting free.
Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it.
Just combine 2 thoughts there. Defensive line, guys are getting free as it's a carry for use check. This Niners offense just doesn't give me a chance to finish the thought. They somehow just come up with a secondary block, and then these short routes were there on a good chunk of them, but they're not dropping the ball. And I mean, I get it's Deebo Samuel and Brandon Ayuk, but goodness gracious, there is not any pressure being generated by this Portland defense. And just way too much motion. This is an absolute mess. I really should call a timeout. Purdy to fire. Guess what? Was that a one-handed catch by Ayuk, who is still on his feet? He ran through about... Actually, he took a hit from about half of our defense and stayed on his feet. Niners looking to go back up 2 scores.
About that amazing play.
Purdy to fire. End zone. Guess what? Ball that traveled maybe about a yard total downfield, and Deebo Samuel has touchdown number 2. This team's infuriating, Face. They really are.
Sometimes you really just get into a groove, and this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
There's not a single thing in a defensive playbook in this game that you can call to stop 2-yard drags. There really isn't. It's why people online just call nothing but drags and slants and shit like that. It's why I do it against franchise or in these franchises.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff.
Deep kick to be returned by Dortch.
Now to return it.
And Greg Dortch, for once, it's not a special teams tackle by the punter, although he was in proximity.
The home teams.
Well, it says Evo's coming back out onto the field here. I guess we'll see if that's the case. He'll really only be useful in passing situations. Evo is back out.
They're gonna throw here to begin the drive.
Pat with a looping throw, and it's out of the reach of Sauce. And man, in a game where we haven't found wide open wide receivers very often, you have got to hit that throw. And Pat's in some big trouble. He's going to scramble and slide down. It'll be 3rd and inches, and I think probably our best point of attack is, oddly enough, run the ball here.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm.
Yeah, I like the look.
Situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing.
I can't.
So early movement from the
You can't be serious. You can't be serious.
Get it on 3rd and inches, but now a much different situation awaiting them after that false start.
3rd and 5 on a false start on an audible.
From the gun on 3rd down.
Pat gets hit, and
Away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
I mean, what's the choice
He
here?
needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit.
We're
there
down
to the
10.
pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it.
This is so
when he was
dumb.
ready.
And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the
hell do you want me to do?
Gives the ball back to their offense. They're set up at the 35 now.
Why is... Wait. Bendover was lined up over there on Samuel, even though he's not manned up against him, as Purdy's going to go down. Brock Purdy is lost, and this is the quarterback we are losing to.
They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's a big sack. I'd say it probably drives them out of field goal range for the moment, but Lord knows they're going to find a guy in the flat or a 2-yard drag and pick up 15.
Another try following the
They
sack.
do go to the flat, and it's only a gain of a yard. Is out of bounds. If we can find a way to not pay for that stupid play call, it's going to be good stuff. On the run is Juszczyk. He's stopped. We'll take a timeout. I don't think the Niners are kicking a field goal here from this spot. And if they do, there is a chance it's no good.
They still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Oh, wait, they are trying to kick the field goal. You know, you have right at it.
49ers field goal. It's a deep shot for him from that
Jake Moody. Oh, my God, they got it.
Is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into
Good
rhythm. No
Lord.
better way to feel good and get into that rhythm. And start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Well, what else could go wrong?
Dortch
Dortch on the return. Dortch to the 31.
He's got room. And he gets it
I think we
going.
take one deep shot, and then if it doesn't work, we take
The
halftime.
home teams back out on offense. They're
Unless the
running
49ers
that
want to
once
call a
again.
timeout on 2nd down.
And he sure has
Should be
proven to
half.
a handful for him, grabbing their attention as a runner, but actually doing a good bit of damage as part of the team's passing game, too. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive.
I mean, this is probably going to get intercepted, let's be honest here.
1st and 10, looking to
Lucas, downfield. No, Fred Warner with eyes in the back of his head.
throw. That one vehemently swatted away.
I mean, at least it's fucking Fred Warner.
On 2nd down.
Oh, man, he was lost, and all of a sudden he's just like, oh, wow, there's a ball there.
Throwing now.
Well, oh, Jesus Christ.
An all-around tough
Well, now the Niners are going to get the ball back unless we pick up a first down here. So Pat to fire. What the hell happened there to Wilson? We need to go take a look at that because it's like he made his way past and then got glitched back behind. Maybe not. I don't know. Live, it looked a whole lot more funky. He's just running the route right with Ward. Well, it's a punt with 15 seconds to go on a day where our punt team can't get free. So Deebo Samuel probably going to have a pretty good return here. 7 seconds to go there at the 31. They're supposedly calling a play. It's probably a run. And it is a run for Brandon Ayuk, no less. Up to the 38, and what are they doing? You have 4 seconds, you got 1 timeout. What exactly is the plan? I'm just going to call prevent and hope that nothing silly happens. Why would you call a timeout just to run the ball again? That makes 0 sense. Halftime Niners by a lot. Silver lining, I guess, for the Pioneers that we do get the ball to start the second half, but this has been an offensive performance of which we don't see very often as Trey Benson with a decent return. I don't know what was going on there with the blocks, but... So down like we are, we, boosted, at least tried to give a little bit of a halftime boost to our medium routes. See how well it works. Sauce Castillo found his way open. I have no idea how. 6-yard pickup. Wow, for focusing on second half medium passing, we get nothing but short and or deep. Evo up the middle to pick up the first down. That's a 100-yard game on just 9 rushes. I am expecting Christian McCaffrey to find his way back out onto the field in the second half, but his absence really hasn't hurt the Niners very much. Evo on the run again, and he springs one again inside the 20. Up to 135 yards. And I mean, it's great and all that we're able to spring some runs, but eventually the Niners do wise up to what we're doing here. Evo out wide. A spin somehow did what it did. I have no idea. How do you get the pearl finish on the helmet? I'd have to check Team Builder.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game.
I feel like I haven't been in there in a long time, but I feel like it just was the shiny finish option. On the pass, and oh my God.
Looking for his wide receiver there.
Oh. 3rd and 3, and the Niners are stacking the line. Evo up the middle. He's got it. Well, so and I didn't even really realize when I made the team that was what the effect was going to be. It's actually a little bit different Team Builder in Madden from college football, so I didn't really know what was going to be the case. Blitz is coming. Evo to the 1.
And he's brought down after a decent game.
That is more injury problems for the Portland Pioneers. If it really is going to be one of those games where we just have to run the football, so be it. Well, Evo's not in the game. Good news is I am. Oh, for fuck's sake.
And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Oh, great. We lost an offensive lineman, a position that we are not deep at. Our offensive line just got manhandled. To be fair, that's not my fault, but oh, man. Evo got it. Touchdown.
And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown. These guys
Man is not feeling the best. I think he had a dislocated finger. But Evo scores a touchdown. And the Pioneers are in this game. If the defense can figure their shit out, we're not out of this by any means. 6-point game now.
That one right down the middle. And his guys get it back to within 6.
We just really haven't found an option to just snag some momentum.
Has this at the 6.
On the return, Ojolari with a big hit.
Him down at the 26-yard line. The 49ers
Some rough starting field position for the 49ers, especially after their last kickoff return that they took to the 46.
Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader.
Deebo Samuel with 2 touchdowns. It has been a really rough go. Our second half focus was short passing, which of course is pretty much all the Niners do. Still no McCaffrey on the run. This run shouldn't go anywhere, and it does not. In fact, backwards a yard. Thank you, Jack Daniels. Bend over certainly took a hit there on that play. Bateman! Ho ho! What do you gotta think is a running back when you see Big 56 standing in your way? 3rd and 11. Garendo will split out. Purdy to throw. Got hit. Not sure by who. Bent over got him. And that's an incomplete pass and a 4 and out. 3 and out for the 49ers. Wisnowski again. He has not hit a bad punt here today. Evo got a couple blocks, so that's some decent starting field position. I don't know if we really should keep Evo returning punts the rest of this day, banged up as he is. Blitz is coming. It was picked up momentarily, and Chuck Chunky could not hang on to his block.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line.
2nd and 12. Wilson over the middle. That's a big play.
And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
Some pressure in our face. And now inches shy.
You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know.
Evo up the middle. It won't be much, but it's enough.
And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Pickup of 2 here, and they're going to have a first down.
A yard shy of midfield. First down.
They'll try and throw it here.
Pat just going to go up the middle. Look at all the space for Pat. Inside the 30 to the 28.
Good enough for a first. A big play, 23 yards to move.
Oh, yeah. Play action is just a death sentence usually on this team. Blitz is coming. Evo picked up a block. Pat threw it into the back of one of our offensive linemen, as Fred Warner was all over that. Evo did his best trying to pick up that block. Over the middle. That's complete. Wilson. 7-yard pickup to the 21. Nobody over the top of the center. That could be a recipe for disaster. Those linebackers could blitz right up the middle. They do not. Evo with a first down. To the 15-yard line. Pioneers have not led all day. Lucas out wide. He is open on the play. Cutting it upfield. Touchdown. Pioneers.
So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon.
It is a tie game for the moment. The Pioneers down 27-14 at halftime. Are an extra point away from a lead.
Lining up now to try the extra point.
Kick. Good. Pioneers lead. Oh! You think the fight's going our way right now? I don't think it's going to go our way the rest of this game. Just about every game we played this season has been a bit of a nail-biter. And finding some space. Melton with a solid tackle right at the 30. And here we go. Niners have ran just 3 plays in this third quarter. Purdy back to fire. And he's got a wide open man. Caleb with the tackle at the 50. Injury on the offensive line to the Niners. Banks.
They're headed out to take a look at him now. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already to midfield.
Well, Niners right at it. It's an option for Brock Purdy. What the fuck? He just got carried by George Kittle.
Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
I will never understand what Madden saw when making the rankings or the ratings this past year, as to why Brock Purdy was a god in the option. Purdy to fire. It's caught by Ayuk. It'll be a first down to the 40. There's also just not really a point, I don't think, in blitzing this team, which is really unfortunate. Dude, what on planet fucking Earth?
Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
What are we doing? 8-yard gain. Purdy back to fire. He finds Guerrero. Popped down by Daniels. Niners down to the 13-yard line. They're going downfield a little bit more, but still, I mean, there's just not much that this team can do. Purdy to fire. Caleb was there. However, the guy that was supposed to be on Brandon Ayuk, nowhere to be found. Touchdown 49ers, and that is... So I see the problem. Rock was on Ayuk. He ran into a teammate. And against a team that runs drags almost every play, when your defensive AI is that bad, that shit's going to happen.
Now the 49ers
oh, what the fuck?
The offense on the field. They're going for 2.
2-point conversion attempt for San Fran. Purdy. Guess what? My defense all had their backs turned.
Well, that right there was a beautiful bit of short field artistry, partner. Netting them a couple more points following the touchdown.
Well, we felt good there for a moment. And guess what, by the way, there? Drag routes. Purdy ran it, but drag routes. Here comes Dortch. Greg Dortch not being on the left side is not good news. The good returns now are with Trey Benson. I don't feel like I put Dortch and Benson back there. I don't really know what happened to our depth chart on that front, but oh well. On the run is Evo. That's a 4-yard pickup. As this just might be back and forth the rest of this game. I'm sorry, did they say Jadeveon Clowney? 2nd and 6. Trey McBride eventually did get free. It's a good thing.
to say it's about the
If you don't have two drags going, good luck.
That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a
First down to the 38-yard line. Carry for Evo. Hole closed up.
And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Just a 2-yard pickup. He was almost just kind of shoved forward. Deep passing game has not been our strength today, but we're going to give it a go. Good God above. Bosa.
And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Remember when we had that sliver of momentum?
Or if it's a situation where you never run the ball,
we're going to have to throw it downfield. Wilson off his hands again. And he hardly got touched. Gillikin to send it away. Dude, this special teams is unreal. Samuel popped by Melton again. Now, there's no doubt about it that we're going to be trailing heading into the 4th. But by how much? And it's Purdy. Guess what? He faked out this entire defense, and Brock Purdy is down inside the 25. Brock Purdy might rival 100 yards rushing. Bateman with a lunging tackle for a 2-yard gain. Still no sign of McCaffrey. Doesn't mean he won't be back. Purdy on 2nd and 8. They motion Garendo. Dover came free! Big play for the Portland defense. It might force the Niners' hand as the 4th quarter begins. Maybe trying to throw something deep. We shall see. 35-28. It is 3rd down and 14 to start the 4th quarter. Garendo in the backfield for Purdy. He'll split out wide.
Now it's Purdy.
Purdy on the run. Oh, my goodness. He is so lucky to get that away. He scrambled back beyond field goal range. And now Moody from the left hash. 43-yard attempt is good, and it continues the perfect day for Money Moody.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the
10-point lead for the Niners.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff.
Most of our games have come down to the wire, so this is not much of a surprise as the blocks are not good for Trey Benson.
Their offense running back out now. And I'm sure they're tired of
Very important drive for the Pioneers.
Going to give them some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead.
On the drag, it's Lucas, and they just hauled him down immediately.
And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
And I mean immediately. I thought we had some space. Not the case. 2nd and 7.
He's dropping back to throw.
Lucas again. That'll be a first down, not a bounds.
And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. It's a pickup of 9 yards.
As well as the run has worked for us, I'm not really sure it's much of an option. We're going to have to get a little creative here on this play.
Throwing now from the gun.
Pack going to launch it deep in the direction of Mudcat Steele, and it's off!
They can't connect on the deep look.
Either his head or hands. What happened here? He had to lunge for it. And I mean, it's a ball you got to hang on to. But then the contact from behind by Lenore essentially just knocks it out, I think.
Hard it is to get an open look downfield.
2nd and 10.
Off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able
One of the
to
few
launch the
deep
ball
shots of
into
the
his
day.
hands.
Sauce Castillo on the drag. Spin gets us close. We'll get a little aggressive here. Oh man, this does not look good. Evo gonna dance around. I think he got it. He did. Carry number 20. 166 yards for Portland. On the ground here for Evo. Slant route. Sauce yet again. Sauce Castillo is a reliable wide receiver more often than not. Today that has not been the case. And here's second down. We're going to have to go short. McBride hung on through the contact, so we'll get halfway there.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
Very big 3rd down and 5.
Shotgun snap.
Lucas, you cannot be serious. We are going to the replay again because I do think somehow Fred Warner goes from even here with Lucas to pausing midair to swat that down. That is great.
They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress.
4th and 5. This might as well be the game. And Evo up the middle, and guess who? Fred Warner is there. And that is an empty drive for the Pioneers.
The 49ers find themselves in a great spot to start this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy.
Out wide.
Caught by
Jennings, gain of 9.
Drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Already in Pioneer territory, so we're not looking very good here. 2nd and 1. Brock to fire. Guess what?
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Sean Murphy bunting.
Was that thrown past the receiver? Sean Murphy Bunting has the ball. Is this good?
And that's what the good ones do. They use the sideline to their advantage. It really becomes the 12th defender on the field. The elite corners.
I don't believe it is.
They'll bait those quarterbacks to making that throw.
The offense is coming out on the field. Oh my goodness, it's not getting reviewed. It is not getting reviewed.
1st and 10, they're gonna throw.
Oh, it's all we have. Lucas for 2.
And he's tackled for a short gain.
Well, I was gonna call hurry up offense, but
the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now.
injury to the offensive line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach.
Second down and 8. First turnover for the 49ers today. Pat on the run. I would have loved to block. We never got one, and the ball is on the ground. It's picked up by Trey Benson. Oh, yeah. Well, they're sending pressure, and I believe it's Warner off that right side. Pat going to roll out. He's in big trouble. 3-yard loss. The second we try and get that ball away is when we are going to slow down and get sacked. I don't think it mattered what we did. To throw, that's picked. Oh, my God. Lenore dropped it. And it's 3rd and 13.
Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Pat got hit.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter.
4th and 13. Is the smart thing to punt this? Probably.
So often when you evaluate players, once he senses the pressure,
4th down and 13. Oh, steal over the middle. That is. Oh my God!
You're at the 31. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with...
Dude! Where's the sticks? It's borderline. I really think it is. Oh, man. Dude, I think we're inches short. I mean, you can try and get a straightaway angle at it no matter how hard you try. I don't think you're gonna. I think at this point, it's worth a challenge. I don't really know what else to do. It's that close.
Well, we all know there can be so little room for error spotting the football, and that's what's being reviewed right here. Did they get this right?
And I know both sidelines are furiously pleading their
ball is at its most forward position when his knee does come down, and it doesn't matter.
Well, that didn't break out how they thought it would, and they're going to lose the first of their 3.
It kind of went how I thought it would, but the hell else do you want me to do?
First down.
Purdy to fire. Guess what? They got a curl standing still in the midst of chaos.
Down after a nice gain and a first down.
Curls, drags, that's the 49ers. And, oh man, hadn't seen a jump in a while. Purdy to fire. They got another wide open man. 2 plays, they're across the 50. There just isn't much you can do. When you're just not getting pressure, this defensive line has gotten next to nothing all day. Brock, dude, what in the fuck is that? Scramble to the right, throw across your body. You got a wide open Deebo Samuel. Be in this game if our fucking receivers got that open. They're going to score in probably less than 7 plays because they're still... Dude, I don't understand. I do not understand. Crowd of 4 guys. They're all on top of each other. Oh, but then the ball is there. The ball's there. So we got to let Ayuk free.
Teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for short yardage.
I hate playing the 49ers in Madden 25. I really do. I cannot stand this as that's picked off by Mike Ucci. Down the sideline, and oh my goodness! Pioneers! Back in it! It's probably false hope. It's probably false hope. I don't know what that was from Brock Purdy.
They knew it was probably going his way in the near future, and he had somebody there waiting for it that time.
I have no idea. Uh-oh.
And it's no good, so they get it back within 1 score at least, but can't make it a field goal game. That deficit still 4 points.
I better hope this defense can do something, because otherwise, I mean, we're in big trouble regardless, but...
Starting from the 5. This return makes it up to the 25.
Long field upcoming for the Niners, which is kind of a perfect storm to kill a lot of clock. And the defense is still gassed from the long drive San Francisco had on them last time. It's Juszczyk, who's right into Bateman. No gain on the play. As we will no doubt see San Francisco run the ball more often than throw it. Maybe not. To throw off the hands. I'm not sure if that was Samuel or who.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
3rd and 10. Massive play for Portland. Purdy to run. I'm not sure he got it. He didn't. He tried the little juke, but he did not get it. And the Pioneers are getting the ball back.
He was able to make
Wisniewski with another bomb. Need some blocks. We didn't get many.
And he gets his offense in better field position here to
And up to the
start.
28-yard line. That is where the Pioneers start.
First and 10. Their
Under
offense
6
ready to
minutes
take
to
the field
go.
now. Back to pass
To
on
throw.
first and 10.
It's to Lucas.
Short pass caught
Tried
by
to
his
force
tight
the
end.
contact. Doesn't work in Madden like it does in college
34
football.
before he's tracked down.
It's still a decent gain there on first down.
Pickup. They've got 2nd and 4.
2nd down and 4.
34.
Pat has got... Dude, I tried to move a solid 2.5 before Pat ever took off.
Third down coming.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush
That'll
just
make it
kept
3rd and
coming
13.
and coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate.
I don't really
you
know
understand, I
what
gotta
the
cut
answer
bait,
is
cut my
going to
losses,
be.
and avoid such a negative play.
3rd and long for him here.
Oh my
Looking for a
God.
target.
Oh my God. Pat is on the run. It'll make it a 4th and manageable.
You know, that may have been a situation when you look back on it and he watches the tape the next day.
4th and 5.
Find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some
Sauce
yards,
Castillo.
is not enough to get the first
His
down.
route is right where we need to be. Sauce will hang on.
And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
4th down conversion for Portland.
Staring at a turnover on downs, Brock. They pick up the first and
I don't know
10.
how we make this work.
Now looking to throw.
Pat on the run. Oh, we split the tackle. Pat downfield to the 34.
Got a huge gain and a first down.
What is this season, man?
And it'll give him a first down.
What are we doing here?
Throwing from the gun.
Lucas out wide gets popped.
Caught by his tight end.
Will never understand how that animation is
Solid gain.
truthfully supposed to work.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
2:07 to go, and Evo got sold out and a flag down. Oh boy.
Looks like this one's on the offense. So now, partner, gotta
Lucas
reevaluate
makes a
what
good
to do on this
play,
next snap, because
and then
the holding
throws
call
that
pushes
all
him back
away.
quite a
2nd
ways.
and 14.
Here's 2nd and 14.
Sauce has it. First down, out of bounds. 2-minute warning, and the Pioneers have the ball inside the 20.
The drive picks up here. 1st and 10.
I don't even really believe that the Niners are going to call timeouts.
From the gun. here's
Evo
a
out
handoff.
wide, cuts it upfield.
He gets up for a
He
gain of
does
about
get a
4.
little. I think it's going to be more beneficial
Minute and a half of play.
to call hurry up than use the timeouts right now. 2nd and 6. Lucas trying to escape out wide. He got hung up. Timeout Portland,
Timeout taken
as
by the
we'll just
offense.
try and
Second.
regroup after that. Just an absolute mess of a play. It's 3rd and 13. Do we kick a field goal?
Now to throw.
Thrown. That is caught. Touchdown, Trey McBride.
And for the touchdown.
Beating Fred Warner as well.
Shaping up to be the late touchdown here. Brock moves him in front.
Lot of time left.
What a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been
Look,
everything.
short little kick,
Even though they've
and it's
taken the lead, there's still
41-38.
time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Oh
Following the
my
touchdown, they'll
goodness.
Kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Fielded at the center.
Well, it's legendary game after.
Stopped on the return at the 27. The 49ers headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough
You know,
balls.
I have never seen a defender make a hit and then
Highlight their performance
T-pose.
against him.
Oh, I do not go in and get thumbnail opportunities mid-game very often. But 54. I don't know. It probably won't be the thumbnail. Let's be honest. But that happened.
And the drive will start out with a first
All the timeouts for the Niners. Down by 3.
setting up to pass.
Purdy to throw into traffic, and for once in this game,
Down through the contact.
dropped by Deebo Samuel.
So it's second down coming up.
2nd and 10.
Shotgun handoff.
It's a run.
And he'll go down after fighting his
What?
way to the 32.
I mean, I guess you get halfway there, you need a little bit less,
And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the
but
end
it's
of the
3rd and 5.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
From their own 32. And the Niners gonna throw for it.
To throw it.
Toe. Oh, they found Kittle.
First over the middle. And he'll pick up another
Timeout.
chains.
San Francisco.
San Francisco calls it second timeout.
1 remaining with 55 seconds to
He'll
go.
look to throw it.
Oh boy. Oh, what a big hit, but he hangs on.
And they make this stop. We're going to say it about the 37.
Niners will hurry to the line. Purdy, down he goes.
Oh, he's not gonna
Bateman.
They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball.
Final timeout, San Francisco.
They really need some chunk yardage here on
34 seconds to go. I've already seen him make a field goal. What the fuck just happened there with Toe as Rock put his hands on it?
Incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
3rd and 21.
Ball changes while it's in flight.
If you're the Niners, you gotta feel like
These receivers
field goal range is of major importance here.
Over a long distance, a tip like that
Purdy
alters the course of the
to
ball.
throw. They've got him in. Bateman got held. Bateman got held. They had an arm around his chest.
Big gain and a new set of downs.
5 seconds. They need to get this off. They need to get this off. This is for the game. It's thrown short, and the Pioneers win it.
And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one.
What
And there was no easy enough.
in the
It took some
fuck
knuckling until the very end, but they're
did
gonna
we
carry
just
that
see?
small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for my partner,
I'm
Bucky,
without
and our
words.
entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. A nice showing here from our winners as we say goodnight, everybody.
Well, that's overwhelming.
I am without words. How do you not spike it? How do you go for the win? And then throw a 2-yard drag. What in the fuck?